If you enjoy thrifting, flea markets, estate sales, and more, you'll want to join me over at my new YouTube channel, Studio Kimberly. The link is in the description box down below. Let's go treasure hunt together and see what we can find. It is Saturday morning, and Lucy and I are out at the Market of Marion, which is one of the world's biggest flea markets. It has to be. They claim that there's over 1,000 booths and over 500 vendors. So it kind of reminds me of the Hollywood Flea. It's so huge. We haven't been out here before. So we're going to poke around this morning and see what we can find.
How you doing?
I'll tell you what, I think I have a future career as a rock hounder. I just get so fascinated with all the things you can pull out of the ground. So that's a goldstone right there, those sparkly kind of, brownish, goldish brown stones. I just love all this stuff. Fascinates me. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So here are crystals up here. Aren't those beautiful? Gorgeous. If you're a model train collector or car collector, this is where to go. Oh, these are Hot Wheels. My brother collected those, gosh, when we were kids. He had a whole wall full of them. And I didn't even really realize they were still around. All the guys looking at tools. I guess that's like the male version of jewelry. Lots of tools. Lucy is beside herself. She doesn't know which direction to go first. And if you're a pin collector, there's an endless variety of pins here. There's some little puppy dog ones. Very cute. Look at this huge elephant. I'm trying to figure out what material. I think it's like a type of ceramic. That thing is kind of gorgeous. Isn't he beautiful? He's $15. I mean, if you're into animals, that's pretty cool. And then there's another elephant right next door. This is like a shelf that you put up on the wall. Clearly, it's a shelf that goes on the wall. Interesting. That one has his trunk up. So there's the two elephants. You could get both of those for $30. Oh, but look at, he's missing his trunk. That's why he's $15. Oh well, poor guy. This is one of those flea markets where if you need it, they've got it. Honestly, I think it would take you several weeks to go through this whole thing. So this particular booth, they do incense and some little trinket items. Oh, here's some brass over here. Oh, I've got a thing for bells lately. Those brass bells are kind of cool. And a Buddha mask. And they have some other sort of incense items up here. And then, of course, I stop in my tracks whenever there's jewelry. So they've got men's rings over here. Some pretty spectacular turquoise there. And then over here, we've got bracelets and pendants. More turquoise.
I want that dog, never mind that ring.
Everybody wants Lucy. We have a coin dealer here. I find this whole topic so fascinating. Look at that sculpture of that. Is that a wolf? I think it's pretty. And then another elephant. So this one is $35.
You know, we picked up things we thought the kids would like.
She's got a lot of things in her booth.
I like Corral. It's nothing to eat.
Lucy's making friends with everybody. Oh. Here's a set of Calphalon little soup dishes or something. I think there's for soup. You know, where you serve the soup on it and then everybody takes the lid off and it's nice and warm. There's 6 in the set. There's a little kitty Christmas pillow for $5. That'd be great around the holidays. No shortage of jewelry here. Everything from just really mass-produced sort of costume jewelry to I've seen some old vintage collectible pieces that clearly were either handed down or found at yard sales or something like that. Just a great variety of things to see. Here we have some little stud earrings. Oh, and then the earring display here.
Cute puppy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's the most popular person out here today.
I believe it.
And she's loving it.
Well, of course.
Look at that big old honkin' ring. That's a big one. And then collector plates down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some nice ones down there, and they're not expensive. I think they're $2 a piece.
Oh my heavens. That's a great value. Is this your booth?
Yes.
Okay. Well, stay warm.
Thank you. You as well.
We're having a hard time here in Florida when it gets below 70.
Absolutely.
There's a little goldstone ring. That's some pretty things. Every single type of watch that you could ever need is here. Look at this. Pocket watches, sports watches, military watches. It's all here. You will never, ever wonder what time it is. And here we have the blingy watch collection. Look at some of these watches. Look at this, you guys. It just screams Vegas, doesn't it? Very, very ornate. And more down here in the case. I think every watch ever made is probably here. Beautiful variety of plants here. You know, if you do a snake plant, do a few in your house, and they really do clean the air. And they are so easy to grow. Honestly, you almost don't even have to water them. But if you water them, they grow bigger. These are really beautiful plants. You can see very lush. Things here in Florida grow so well. Really beautiful. Beautiful collection of plants. This is Old Florida Farms. They do a lot of local canned goods. Really popular. You'll see them in a lot of the antique malls and that sort of thing. It's a great way to support a local business. Medium bacon salsa. Who doesn't want bacon salsa? Sweet baby beets, chow chow, sweet jalapenos. Ooh, that's interesting. So these are, I don't know how much they are, but they have the expiration date on the bottom there. So sweet jalapenos. Let's see what the ingredients are. Doesn't say, I don't think.
Yeah, pickled garlic.
Those look great. Fun stuff.
People love it.
And we have the book dealer.
Yeah, I was on that horse.
He just got done saying that he used to have 14 spaces here.
And then I backed off beginning of
So even though we don't have bookstores, it's a great place to still go shop through books. Looks like he's got a great selection. You know, I can tell you that booksellers, they know stuff. I've known a few booksellers in my life, and they know the deal. So he has hardbacks here in the center, more hardbacks over there, and then on the bottom are soft covers, paperbacks. Fun way to spend a Saturday. And get out here and meet people in the community. It's fun. And the local hat dealer.
Really, because you know it's frequent out there. They're full blind. They come to nothing, and you get the same thing.
Not everyone has their booth set up today. I'm thinking because it's been really cold, at least by Florida standards. You know, we're generally a barefoot lifestyle around here, and it's been in the 30s and 40s, which for Floridians is a polar freeze. And it's so funny to look around at Floridians when there's a cold snap because we're not prepared. Lucy and I are back from our trip to the market at Marion, and I'll tell you what, we had such a good time. We really did. I had fun. She had more fun. Didn't you, Luce? Come here, Luce. Luce, come here. Come here. Here she comes. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? She had fun. She got petted like 500 million times, so she really had a good time. All right. I went out there today, not so much on a shopping trip, but just to kind of check it out. I knew that Lucy would have a great time walking around, and I hadn't seen it before. I've actually been here in Florida almost 2 years now, and I still hadn't been out there, and it's like 25 minutes from my home. So I'm really glad that I went. However, that being said, I did pick up a few items in between walking Lucy around and checking everything out. I guess Lucy's gonna stay. She thinks, oh, I'm gonna get petted now. All right, so I did pick up a few things, like I said. It wasn't a total shopping trip, but there were a few things. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. The first thing I bought, or three things I bought at one little stand, there was a dish and everything in the dish was $1. So I thought, why not? I'll just pick up a few of the little items. So this first one, let's see if I can get it to focus. This is goldstone, and I'm not sure the camera's gonna pick it up, but it has little gold flecks in it in kind of a dark amber stone, and it has a nice little fitting on the top for a chain. So I picked that up. I thought for $1 it was worth it. The next thing I picked up in the dollar tray was this amethyst bracelet. So these are amethyst stones. The reason I picked this up isn't so much that this is something that I'm going to wear all the time. I might wear it from time to time, but I am doing my best to learn about the different stones. And one of the ways I'm doing it is by collecting samples so I can actually feel them, look at the color, look at the differences in the color, look at the characteristics of the stone so I can learn more about it. So for $1, I thought this was a great learning tool. The next thing that I picked up is this, and I'll see if the camera will focus on it a little bit. And I want you to look at the fittings as well. So this bracelet is marked 14 karat, and it was in the dollar tray. That's why I picked it up, because I thought, you know what, it's worth a shot. I don't think I believe the 14 karat marking, and let me see if I can show that to you. Okay, so there's the 14 karat marking right there. The reason I don't know if I believe that 14 karat marking is, first of all, it's not soldered right there. You can see that those joints are not soldered. So I'm not sure that the manufacturer would make this, or the jeweler would make this without soldering those closed if it was 14 karat. But it is confusing because the fittings are really nice. I'm not sure if the camera's going to focus on it or not. The fittings are really nice, and it has a really, really good weight to it. And it cleaned up really well. So at first I thought, well, maybe it is 14 karat, but I don't know. And it's highly magnetic, which is another like big red flag. Neither gold nor silver is magnetic. So if this is 14 karat gold, it's gold filled or gold plated or something. I don't know enough about that process yet. So if one of you smart people knows more about jewelry than I do, put it down in the comments what you think is actually going on with this bracelet. Next up, I picked up two pendants. So they're right here. Here's one, and here's the other. These are both sterling, and I cleaned them up and tested them, and they're testing like sterling. So this right here, I'm not sure if that's turquoise or halolite, but the pendant itself is really, really very, very pretty. Looks to be artisan made, so nice little find there, and we have the markings on the back. And then the next one has 3 different stones in it. Let's see if I can get that to focus right there. And it looks to be probably sodalite and tiger's eye, and then I'm not sure what that orange one is, and it is marked on the back as well. So I picked up both of these. They're both sterling, and they were $15 each. And then I picked up 2 little fun sort of decorative items. This is a brass vase that I thought was just really sweet, and this is a copper cup, and I just loved the size of that. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with a little cup this size. So both of these together were $5, so $2.50 each. And then the last thing I picked up was this ginger jar, and the reason I got it was because it is so beautiful. Look at that fish right there. And it's in such good shape. All that gold is still intact. It's just a really, really pretty ginger jar, and I liked it a lot. So this was marked at $15, and she gave it to me for $10, which I was happy about. I don't know if that's a good buy or not, but I loved it, so I brought it home. Well, that was Lucy and I's little journey to the market at Marion. I am sure I'm going to go back there. I really had such a great time. And one thing I can say is it was fun. The people were in a good mood. Everyone was helpful. It seemed like a fun community out there. Like all the vendors knew each other, and there was, just a great sense of camaraderie and community out there. I really liked it, so I'm sure I'm going to be going back again. I hope that you found this fun. If you did, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.